All right, I'm back. Yeah, I think they add the fire effects into this. Hold on. Let me tweak that right there.
At everyone, new video is out.
I think it's yeah, yeah. That, that. I'll move you behind the camera. Boom. Yeah.
Adumusk is now live. Streaming Just Chatting, Ads Adventures. Thanks for tuning in, hope you enjoy. To stay up to date with the latest news and information, join us on the Discord at Video Game Film Frames. At everyone, Adumusk is live.
Push a little. Push this right there. Push this bit. Get out. That's close enough. Like this. Yeah, and that'll be fine. Because that looks a whole lot better. This. This. And yeah, that would be fine. Anyway, shit, that just ate up 4 minutes. Anyway, let's this.
Hello.
What up? See everything. Shit's running stupid high at the moment. Once this thing loads in, it'll drop though. My poor little CPU ain't shit.
What are you playing?
I'm working on a project for some friends of mine, and I meant to get started on it sooner, but uh, I've been putting myself through the ringer lately, so uh, trying to get back at it, knock this thing out, because it really shouldn't be taking me this long. I could have had this done, but um, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm struggling right now. So, but trying to get this wall finished. I've been working on gateways for this place, and there was a dude before me that made this wall for this map, and he left it kind of janky, dude. He left it kind of fucked up. So I'm just cleaning it up, and I made my own custom gateways and shit to pass between, because the purpose for the wall is it divides a PvE and a PvP. So everything above the wall is a PvP. So I made little gates that go between the two, the different roads and stuff on the map, to where you can access both sides at any given point. But I wanted to clearly mark it so that you knew, like when you come up to the wall, if it says PvE, you're about to enter PvE, and vice versa. I'm in the other direction. Thought about doing it the other way, but like nobody reads a sign after you pass through something. Nobody turns around and then, so it would be kind of pointless. But it's wrong shit. So used to fucking with my controller. Yes. So I've gone through all my beginning stages here and shown how, when I use
Sounds
the editor,
cool.
how I do it. Like the purpose for this file that I show up here is, this is the file that I'm operating out of and loading and saving everything from this. And since it does auto saves, this allows me to see the exact time. I've got this folder going through, listed out by the time, uh, the most recent, and then right under there my CPU, so I can see when my CPU is struggling, when it's giving it shit. Now to just be calm and wait for a second, I can actually see how it's moving. And then all the stuff on top of here, everything except for that one, all of this stuff is Daisy shit. Just instructions on how to, stuff for the Discord, stuff for the picture editing, stock footage for commercials, stuff that I use for different servers, Daisy dev tools. These are like all the how to's of the game. And then my Daisy editor one is in the top left, and that's my backups. That's not where this one folder is that's open is kept, but it's the backups that I make just in case something goes wrong. I've got at least the prior 24 hours work. I never lose everything. I might lose 24 hours, but I won't lose everything. All right. Since I'm backing this up, it's going to pull me right
BTW,
to
I
where
like your background on your PC.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it changes all the time. I've got about 50 or 60 original artworks of Deadpool. Um, some are comic book covers, some are just like fandom art, but they're really good. They're really funny. I'm a huge DP fan. Before the movies came out. Let's see. Open recent. We're gonna open this journal wall right here. This is the one I've been working. Yeah, quick that list drops in, and it tells me this is gonna run really smooth. But so far, it ain't much of shit to it. Let's go check. First, I'm gonna back up here. Yep, that's about where I was. Okay, this is the gateway that I made. So let me back up to the map. And initially, the wall ran from this side to this side with a small dip right here in this triangular area. But it was all janky and messed up. And he was like trying to dodge the roads and shit, man. But just from up here, and I'm looking, I see a road here, a road here, and a road here between the sisters. Like that should have only been two things. That should have been, you know, a gateway, a gateway, a gateway, and that's it. And then on down here, just gateway, gateway. Keep it on the majors. Don't do every tiny little fucking dirt road. You know what I mean? Just a couple on each side. Like this side, I see one, two. 3, 4, maybe throw one in there for that gap because that's the only sizable gap. The rest of these, this will go from here to here without all the. I wish I could show you the janky line. Actually, I might be able to show you the janky line. Hold up. Where is it? I think there is a pic of it somewhere. One sec. Where is this? I can't show a pic. You had oh, that's what it looked like. Oh, shit. Hang on. Hang on. Or maybe it's not. Maybe not. It's a good one. All right. Ooh, I've been in a no. Nope, the wall. Perhaps. Ah, it is. Here we go. Let's downsize this so I can bring it over here for a second. Check this out. This is what that wall used to look like. They cut up through here and then blah, 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 all of that bullshit. That is so dumb. There's no reason for that. You just cut a straight line, just boom, boom, make the whole thing easy. I've still got the original for this too, and it looks all fucking. He didn't keep nothing flat, like nowhere. He was just okay. This touches this, that's fine. This touches this, that's fine. Like he didn't try to connect them,
Can
bring
I
them up,
join
or
when you are finished? But I am on Xbox.
well, this one will be made for a PS server, so this one will go to Sony. This back. And yeah, you can see how all I did was just touch the spots of what I needed to move. I've started doing the wall down here, so all I have to do is just interconnect it the way I already have. These are the gateways that I made, though. These are the gateways that I made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, let me pull this off. No line. These gateways that I built, the walls, I'm going to do the standard sides of the outsides of these walls. The inner pieces here that I put on it are to cover any gaps and holes and shit and make it like an actual cave engine. Just to show scale, we have a truck. You see, and where are we? Covered blue. Let me have you right there. Yep, right there. So just for scale, you can see how big these entryways are. I intentionally made them this big because I wanted them to have tons of clearance and you still be able to like clearly see everything that you needed to. Well, come on, you mischievous little shit. Come on. Don't know, kitty. Anyhow, let's jump down here so we can break. So, let me, why again? So, some of the bars disappear, like the signs, but as you get closer, you will clearly be able to see. I put the fire here. I shrank the wood to get the bonfire out, left the
Have you
flame.
ever played Dead Space?
Oh yeah, I love Dead Space. Matter of fact, recently I've been playing oh, what's the name of that game? I just downloaded it from last month. Let's see. It is the Callisto Protocol. Check out the Callisto Protocol that came out month before last on PlayStation Plus, and it's almost just like Dead Space, but some kind of pre-story. I don't know. I'm not very far into it, but anyway, the gateways I made to where like you can see where you're crossing over at. These things are supposed to be bulletproof. They will last up to one shot. But instead of putting a dozen of them there, I just took one and I blew it up and I made my gateway with it. This is actually a glow stick that I blew up, put just behind it, so that the stuff that you see would be in retrospect of that. So when you're crossing into PvP, you know you're crossing into PvP. And then on the opposite side, it does the exact same thing. You know that you're crossing into PvE, which I'll say for all the shit that I've built, these fucking things are the biggest pain in the ass because you can't take other objects and blow them up to a specific size. Once you cross a certain size point, you can't rotate items and get them to fix that way. They automatically, like if you got something at 35 degrees, it automatically either wants to go 90, 0, or um, like a 45. It wants to go in some kind of almost straight angle, but some of them won't hold right. Or as you rotate them, all of it begins to go back to its default positions and shit. Like with some of the wooden logs, it would automatically make the wooden logs fall in a straight direction, either up and down or left or right. But anyway, I got these ones to work. I'm just going to make sure that wherever I set them in the road at, that instead of, oh, wait, why? Um, have everything selected. Instead of turning the buildings for the road. So like, say example, right here. Which I made these ones about 3 to 4 times larger than normal so that I wouldn't have to put as many in them. It would make it extremely easy to keep things straight. And in whatever positions I need to or have to, I can cut diagonal. I just want to base it, at a high point of every uh, highest cliff, so to speak. But what I was saying is instead of taking those tunnel pieces and turning them in there, instead just line it up the way it is because it's a straight line, like left to right. Just make sure I place it in over both sides of the road. And they're so large, it should fit. Back here, we can test it right now. To elevated because when you up the scale of things, it puts the larger things like these down here, way down here. Those are the glow sticks that are up in the tunnel. When you make something so big, the box for it like moves away from the thing, the bigger it gets. So I have to catch all of that. That thing. Yep, see, missed one. I'm glad I checked. Oh, I don't need that dude covered truck either. Where's that? Get this out of the way. I don't want that popping up over there. That thing will go hand. There, after that little buddy. All of that. See, and it missed that light again. I don't know where that other light is that it's not picking it up. We getting this too. Only 2 red chem light. So, 2. Passive action. Right after the bonfire. Okay, I was checking to see which item I needed to grab when I do this. So, Control J. And then right here, we're going to grab the Land Castle Bastion. First thing I want to do is separate it together. Now that that one's there, all those pieces are highlighted. We bop to over here. Map back.
Good luck.
Oh man, yeah, appreciate it. Next time here. Grab it by the bastion again. And right there like that. Like kind of diagonal like that should be enough.
On doing it.
Oh yeah, this won't be like now that I've got this piece already done, all I have to do is copy and move that piece. Like, and it looks like it does a fairly good job of staying within the tunnel. It won't be very hard to move that around in the direction that I find a spot, somewhere where it does go into it properly. The fire at the top should give it some light at night, so when they're roaming around at night, they can clearly see what they need to be heading for to get from one side to the other. And then the plate that I've put in there, that invisible thing, that'll keep people from shooting one side to the other. And then marked signs on there, and then the walls are high enough, you shouldn't be able to. I mean, you'd have to do a lot of fucking uh, that shit with the campfires or the gardening plots. You'd have to do a bunch of that shit to get over this thing. Like even from its smallest point, look how just on a scale. Let's see, teleport and home. Yeah, it's gonna take it a second 'cause it's trying to render everything. Like just on the sucker. Like you have to do a ton of it to get up and over that. It would definitely be a little ridiculous. Hmm. I totally could. I could totally make a castle with invisible borders around it. Sure as I could. Huh. I just had a hell of an idea while messing with this. Anyway, let me home. Let me see where my poor little area is. How small he is in comparison to the size of that wall. Okay, now let me have this wall. This one. Great. Back up a little more. Make sure it's the only one over here. It is. So let's delete it. Let's grab this whole shit again. Here. Hold shift to here. Take that bastion wall. Pop right. Now, now, first, let's make sure it cuts through the tunnel, because that's all we gotta do. We just gotta make sure the tunnel gets through the full road. That's why I made the tunnel so big. Yeah, cuts through the full thing. Look, see how fucking easy that is? Dude was being all kind of some fucking ridiculous. And then look, you smooth it out, bro. You just pop up here. You find this place's like see this little spot right here where it's dipping. So you hold Alt to fine tune things and slide that motherfucker up. Boom. Right there. Right? Let's go down. Whoops. Go down. Yeah. Oh, look, almost. Move back a hair more. Sticking out right down the bottom. Mm, wait a minute. Let's back up a hair. Let's see the whole thing. All right, cool. Now, check this. After we're done, let me make sure that no gaps down in this bullshit. There is. So hold up. Get this thing. It's got to get in the ground. So we go Alt, page down. Now let's just go page down. It's too slow. Make sure this thing dips all the way in on both sides. Right, the wall I can change. I can fix, but not the bridge thing. Scoot this back a hair and line. And the other one is about right. What I'm looking for is you can barely see it, but there's a line that goes right here, and then another line on this one that goes right here. Each and every piece that's of a certain build model, they're built to go together. So you can make these castle pieces end and meet perfectly. Rolling down, so not touch. Because what I'm about to do is take the piece over here and rotate it that way so that it creates a perfect bevel going down to it instead of being all fucked up and rickety like that, right? That looks cheap, man. Looks fucking dirty. Oh shit. Take this one and flip it. Kind of move it out of the way so you can see. We play with these until we find the right one. Not that one. That's zero for you. This left or right. Okay, there we go. What I need to do, yeah, well, pull it down a bit. Faster than that. Okay, need to rotate the hair more. About there. There. The hair. Yeah, that should about do it. Right. Now, go right here. Looking to combine those two spots. So, oh, and hmm, that I think is this close. There. So I still got a few of them. I'm gonna take this one. Oh, J. And very painstakingly slide those motherfuckers all the way down. from this point onward, I'm just gonna run that wall. And then what I'll do is I'll repop all the holes that I need for those. Duplicate anything I need to or have to smooth them out, make them the course that I need. I'm sure it's a faster way to move this thing sideways, but just saying. It'll be easier once I actually get it over there though. Oh my God, it's so fucking irritating. Fucking barely move, you dumb bastard. Mm. Dude, nobody else will even pay attention to this, but just dude, it drive me nuts. Nobody else dude, but I notice this goddamn. That's what it is. And hair low. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, no crack, no break, straight wall. Yeah, for the gaps and stuff to keep happening like this, what I was talking about, what dude could have done from the start is he could have picked one side or the other to make pretty. I mean, maybe you won't be able to make both sides look great, but pick fucking one of them and at least make one of them look good. Like right here, there's a gap. So there's two of these motherfuckers. We'll take both of these. Selected nothing else. Take both of these. Control J, lower. Lower this motherfucker till she's in the ground. All the way. That lighthouse needs to. It's just a marker. Boom. Right there. All the way in the ground. All the way around. And let's go up here. And like I said, you fucking pick a side. Just run it out a little. And all you gotta do is like zoom into the spot that you need. For me, is all of this. Keep the camera right there. Slide it forward a bit. You gotta do it a whole bunch. Bring it up to the point to where, because it'll bubble into itself. But like that. Right? Go back. Boom. Emerge. Right? It's like a stain on it, but at least one side of it is clean. You know what I mean? And it's solid. Like this, a wall. Like that side's gonna be tall as fuck. But at least when you see the fucking wall from a distance, at least it's a straight goddamn line instead of this curvedy fucking bullshit that it was before. Like it will have slight inclines like that, where it's meeting itself, but it's still retaining a massive height without having to have a shit ton of them walls. I can only imagine how long it took him to move them tiny things. Because I've at least quadrupled the size here in order to do this. So yeah, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just stretch this section of wall, those three, out as far as I can. So I'll duplicate those three and then connect them. And then duplicate that 6 and connect them. And then duplicate those 12 and connect them. And then so on and so on and so on until I've stretched it all the way down the map. And then what I'll do is, since I've still got, is that's the thing that's going to take me the longest. Like, and then I've still got the original build for the gates right there. And each time it comes to putting the gate in, all I got to do is copy that, drag it down here, copy that, drag it down here. And then I can take the sections out that I need for the road. And that will also guarantee that this line that I've set in, shit, I'm zooming out with the wrong shit here, that line that I've set in is going to continue straight. Like, yeah. So it's going to run, I'll run it straight all the way through. And then I'll do the curve too. That's the only thing I'm really not looking forward to. Because I mean, really and truly, once I got it, I can just take a whole stretch, like the sides of the curves that I'm trying to make, just grab the whole thing, splice it into it. That shouldn't be very difficult. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Take one more look at right here. Because I really like how that came out. Like, that came out kind of cool. Well, it looks a little jankety from a distance, but as you close the gap, it's clean. Let's pull all the dots. Mhm.
Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. What about, I need to test one last thing. Put my cat right here. Go into first person for a second. Run over here. See if I can interact with this thing. I want to make it so I can't pick it up. It says door test camera, but I shouldn't be close enough to the box itself to be able to grab it. Let's see, what if I open my inventory? Nope, can't even see it in the center. Let's stroll into it. Stay in it and hit tab. Then we're gonna go left and right. See if I can detect it anyway. If we can't, so that means unless it's shot, these things will be intact. You don't know if somebody's been shooting at them if they're going because you can't pick them up. They can't just run by and take one. Again, uh, oh, buddy, out of my way. Let's grab my little truck, bring it down. Just scared. Guy there. Back this on up. Get somewhere like right in there. Straight closer there. My dude right here. Why? Now we see everything in perspective. Get the camera back. Trying to get everything. And you know what? Move the dude up here. Let's truck a little more forward too. Alright. Okay, let's see. Windows Shift S. Definitely better an underbite than an overbite. So at least the top goes back smooth, the bottoms are like rigid, flat, and they stick out way more. All right, good. So I'm gonna cut this video right here. I'm gonna start a new one. I'm gonna continue with this one all a little bit, but this video is also being made as a recap for the people that I'm doing it for, so that they can actively see where I'm at in the process, what I'm trying to find. Again, I'm sorry it's taking me so long. I know you're not worried about it, but I'm kind of beating myself up about it because I could have had this already done. Like this, I'm just kind of going through the ringer at the moment. Where's that good so far? I'm gonna save it right here. I actually just made a big old mistake. So I didn't talk about this when I first started it, but normally when you first come in, like you want to take any random piece, just anything, it don't matter what, click on something, anything, drop it in, and then cut it. Right click on it, and then hit cut. I don't know why, but that will make the undo work button work properly. Up to that point, you can do all kinds of shit, and that undo button may not work. So if you make a mistake, you have to manually undo the mistake instead of, now that the undo button works, I can grab like this and then just run the fuck off with it. If the undo goes right back. But if that undo button didn't work, I would have to find how to get that exact piece right back in there. Like, and it's a massive pain in the ass. So I always suggest that whenever people get started, the very first thing you do is just grab any piece, drop it in, and then cut it out. That way you know your undo button works. That is some halfway junky shit. Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna cut this video right here. Save this project where it's at. Clear this, save. Says it's saved. Time is 2:14, and up here, or no, it's 2:24. Yeah, this one saved at 2:23. So, yep. And cut this video right here, man. I'll have this vid uploaded along with that picture I just took in just a few.